And my husband found this, and I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's a park or just a track. And he said there's supposed to be a spillway, so we're going to walk it and we're going to see what we end up. It is a comfortable day today, but extremely windy. So I'm going to do my best to make my voice clear, and I'm sorry if I blank out some. It's very seldom that it's not windy here in Texas, seriously. All my filming basically has got a rip of air blowing into the speaker sometime or another. It appears that like maybe this might have been a playing field. There's a fence there and the benches are looking inward. Don't know what it would have been. It just so happens that like back here is part of a medical center. So I'm not quite sure. Now here we've got a sign that reads Belton. It's on the fence. But I read on the fire department it read Temple. So either we're in Belton or we're in Temple. Probably one of those that's kind of got the switch over and you don't know whether to call it one thing or another. Like how it is where we live. We live in Waco. We've got a Waco address, but yet it's also considered Woodway. Just one of those that you don't know exactly what to call it. Yeah, I see a little bit of a bit of ground on the inside of the fence there. Looks like that might have been a batting ground right there. So yeah, maybe at one time they played games. And it's kind of not much of anything now. Here, like, they've got a ramp and other stuff, like they've discarded some things. We'll see more as we get down here. This right here might just be the entranceway that goes down into where we're going. Because I see this is a map over here. So, yeah, this sidewalk I believe is just the entranceway. Now here we've got City of Temple. So that's where we are in Temple, Texas. We're at the Pepper Creek Trail. And apparently that is the trail system. Doesn't look too awful complex. So let's see what we end up. Most of this walk might end up being being silenced. Now look here, at one time this was actually a marked territory. We've got the old fence post with the old barbed wire. So at one time this was private property. Apparently it was sold out and turned into a public area. Okay, we've come to a crossroad. Don't know where to go, but here we've got our wildlife. White-tailed skimmer dragonfly, mosquito fish, green-backed heron, great blue heron, raccoons, frog, right-tailed deer fawn, and of course we gotta have our old snakes, don't we? Got the rattlesnake. This is kind that's in Kentucky. The copperhead, we've got these in Kentucky. And the old cottonmouth. Alright, so we gotta look out for that. So, let's go this way first. We're gonna be crossing a bridge. I love bridges. Fence is old. It's rusted. But the cement is fresh. Not all that old. We've got itty bitty little creek. Yeah, it's kind of deep. We've got a turtle down here, y'all. We got a turtle. Well, I hope you didn't end up seeing too much of my fingers. Look at the turtle. Looks like a tarpon, or what they call a box turtle around here. In Texas, we call them tarpons. I mean in Kentucky. In Kentucky, they're tarpons. Here in Texas, they're box turtles. I smell honeysuckle. There's honeysuckle somewhere, guys. I smell it. It is strong. But this is the purple honeysuckle tree. My first mother-in-law had gotten a wild one and planted it in her yard. Purple honeysuckle tree. I believe that's what that is. I smell it. I smell the honeysuckle. Strong. And it's got markers. So that's a cool thing. Should have worn my Fitbit. Then I would have been able to count this. But originally I wasn't planning on going for a walk. But this is my husband's day off, and he decided to see about us coming here. Mexican plum. Single trunked tree. Well, that's not single trunked. That is isn't, I don't think that's the same thing. It's got more than one trunk on it. Cedar elm. I think I would believe this to be a cedar elm a little better, a little more. Well, look at this old tree. You can climb up and sit right there. We've got a seat. You can tell it's old. There's its mouth. It wants to talk to you. And there it's got eyes. Has eyes. There's an eye, and there's its mouth. Kind of reminds me of the apple trees on The Wizard of Oz. Look at the cute benches. They've got design in them like grass. Apparently we've got another, supposed to be some kind of a wash, but there's no water. It is dry. This one was actually made. You can tell it's got stone in the bed. Actual cemented stone. But maybe it was an original wash and they put that in there to make the bridge. Maybe. I mean, we've got some water up there. I'm gonna talk right. We've got water up there. So it does flow. And then we've got rain. You see that? See all that debris right there? I bet it doesn't flow very good. And I gotta do this just for my hubby. Be sure to leash your dog and clean up. Looks like there might only be one bag left, but they've got a trash can for you too. There you go. Look after your pets when you're walking them. Apparently that one might have started to fall or rot. They had to cut down. We've got a building up here. Don't know if it's got anything to do with this trail system or not. Maybe not. Okay, this is a little odd. Let's see what this is. Oh, we've got something to look at here. And here's like a gum tree, gum Bumelia. Don't know which one they're talking about. And look here. The spillway. Let's go over here and look. Now this is what I thought was odd right here. That's a pretty big turtle. Two little boys. Has the scripture on it. Has the scripture that says where Jesus had said, "Let the little children come unto him." That's nice. Okay, let's carefully walk down here so we can see this. And my husband said there was supposed to be a spillway, and here it is. And they got little notches out to let the water regularly flow, but when it floods, then it'll completely wash over. And thus, therefore, flowing down, and I bet that's where that dry area is with that bridge. That's what this is. That was the overflow creek down there on that dry bridge. The overflow creek, which means this has no exit right now. It's just pulling up somewhere. It looks like, if you would like, you could come down here and try to fish, maybe. It does have steps going up to it. It appears that it is a little flooded, but it's not flooded enough to completely go over the spill. They've got that going way up in there. So, look here, you all. We've got a fossil. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's a shell. It's a seashell, you guys. Wow. That is so cool. That's cool. Here we've got like a little workout area where you can, looks like maybe sit-ups and step-ups. Just a simple little thing, nothing major. This here's just the garage for the people who maintains the place. A lot of open field here. Look at these beautiful bluish purple flowers. I think they tried to keep this about as natural as they could, not interfering too awful much, while at the same time working it for people to be able to see the beauty. There's another marker. I don't understand about the metal, but you could tell. Oh no, maybe that was pipe. Maybe. But you could definitely tell at one time this was, I don't know, maybe farmland. And that would explain the fence with the barbed wire. And the vast field. It does kind of put me in mind of a place that once was a farm. I'm going to show you these. Get in an area where you can see them best. This field has got what they call bluebells. Now those are the purple flowers I'd showed you earlier. Over here are the bluebells. They're kind of a bluish purple, more close to kind of like a light indigo, and they are the Texas state flowers. So therefore, it's against the law to even pick them. Now, I have seen fields with even more patches than this. This is a small patch. Let's see if I can find you the paintbrush, the Indian paintbrush. Because most generally, if you see the bluebells, you see the paintbrushes. I don't know, maybe it is these purple flowers over here that I showed you. Because from a distance they look orange, but then you get up close and they're purple. Kind of like almost like a neon dual color effect. Maybe those are what's called the Indian brushes. The Indian paintbrushes. I mean, I'm going to show you. Like what I'm seeing is almost like an orange, but then you get right up on them and they're purple. Maybe it's just my eyes, but I don't know, it seems like the paintbrushes, the Indian paintbrushes are larger. They're all over the place too, but I don't see any here. At least not the ones that I've seen along the highway. Okay, this nice place to kind of just park and rest a bit. They've got some water action going. So let's see what this is all about. Hey, that's very interesting. Very interesting. I don't get it. It must be out of a fountain, y'all. And they've got it bricked over because up here is the lid to get down in it. So it's a fountain. The only thing I could figure. There is no underground creek. Effective. Very pretty. Okay, so like the fountain or the pump or whatever it is that they've got underneath that pile apparently is feeding that broad pool of water down there that's at the spillway. Walk over here and see. No, it feeds into it, but it's not the original. This here is an actual wash. It had been washed off by flood. But that fountain feeds into this creek. The creek hasn't had a very good flow for quite some time. Quite some time. Nice little picnic table right there for a rest. This would be a nice place to do a little bit of walking with the family. And it's got to be stopping and turning around eventually because there's a street up there. This is an overflow right here if the field floods, if the field drains. They've got another port right there for your dogs. At least they make sure to supply you. Here's another drainage as you can see, as dried as it is, that creek seriously has not had a good flow for a while. Maybe that's 1 mile, like, but back if I started on the other end. Don't know if I've been going a mile or not. I don't have my Fitbit on. Another dry drain area. That one hasn't drained off for a long time. I don't even think my husband realized how long this was. I know I didn't. Well, somebody had even dammed that up. If it would happen to flow, got a little spillway right there. Okay. Sometimes you wonder about things. When I do these walks, I film where I walk. This is another drainage area that is, well, it hasn't flowed for so long that now it's got reeds and trees. That really works. But I filmed the entire walk because I want it to be like yins are walking right beside me. Now I know I can't capture everything. That's pretty. But I do try to capture a lot. Try. If it's something that catches my eye. But I want it to be like you're walking right beside me. And that's the reason why they end up being a little long. And I know a lot of people don't want to just go, oh, another video of a long track. That's why I tried to keep it interesting with a little bit of gab. Looking at objects. You know, just like we would be walking side by side on this or any other place that I film, and we're just having a nice little conversation. Now for me, I'm pretty guilty. When I watch a video, I will like spit out a comment, even if I don't actually type it in. I'll like say something offhandedly in response to what somebody's doing or saying or whatever, wherever they're at. Just, you know, I spit it out. I wonder how many other people just does that. So, you know, when you're watching my video and while I'm just talking, go on ahead and spit something back, even if I don't hear it. That way you feel like you're truly in the conversation with me. Now we could go up there and there's the stopper, that's it right there. But it goes on around. So let's see how much further. Of course, the parts that's just a little drabbed with nothing to really look at and I'm being silent, I'm going to cut that out for you. There ain't no use in seeing all that. I'll be a little merciful. But I do try to make these interesting, guys. I do. And even though I do the vlogs do the different subjects, and on occasion Big Mouth gets to have a little bit of her share. The entire idea of my channel is about these walks, about going to these beautiful places that's got nice trails and tracks and nature and everything. Because there are so many places, so many beautiful places, parks and stuff, cool attractions. There's all kinds of places, not just here in Texas, all around the world. Beautiful places. That's just waiting to be seen, besides with the locals, you know. And I'm wanting to share that. And that's what the purpose is of my channel. But because I don't get that many chances to go out and film these, I'm filling it up with other interesting things. Vlogs and whatnot, you know. And it's never in my better interest to sit and give you a boo-hoo moment. I don't like doing that, guys. I want to make people laugh. That's what I really want to do. I want to make people laugh, and I want them to go ooh and ah about these places that I show them. When I do a vlog, I want it to be happy. I want it to be chipper. I want it to be about a subject that will cause you guys to give me comments so that we can somewhat correspond, so to speak. And then these great walks for you to go, wow, look at that. That's my goal. I see so many beautiful places being filmed, and I want to be a part of that community that films these beautiful places. There's some people that's never going to get to travel to these other areas and see this, so the best thing they can do is watch it on a video. And I appreciate every one of yous. I do. I just want yous to remember these great rocks is my #1 goal for the channel. The vlogs are just a fill-in bonus to let yous know I'm still active, I'm still doing stuff, and I'm still attempting to make yous smile or something. A video that I did yesterday, Big Mouth testing the jelly beans. The feedback on that was marvelous. Goal accomplished. People laughing and responding and viewing. The response was marvelous. I got a kick out of reading every single comment about Big Mouth and her Jelly Belly adventure. So, you know, anytime that I can please somebody, I definitely do want to give you quality videos that you want to watch, that you'll want to watch again. Well, So far, I think they're only on the level where you want to see it once. But I'm still working on making them so that you'd like to watch them again because they're that good. I'm still working on that. For me to have been able to venture out this far and do this kind of stuff, that says something about me. I feel comfortable doing this kind of stuff. I've always been the kind of person that I preferred to stay to myself, stay inside my own self. But this is comfortable. Here is the steps. We're right back to the hospital or medical center, whichever it is. It appears that we may be coming to the end here. So I'm going to be signing off. Hope you all had a great walk with me and enjoyed this video. And until next time, bye.